Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time we made our way all the way to the travel agency here, and we're going to be seeing a bunch of these throughout the game. Now, first things first, approach this guy. No, you're not going to let me do that right now? Okay, I'll talk to you. Yeah, well, you can't do it right now, but just remember that guy with the blue hat there for later. Okay, we're gonna do some sphere getting stuff, finally. Okay, so basically, take a good look here, where we can move, defense and all this stuff, and voila! And there we go. So yeah, basically that's what I'm gonna do when it comes to the sphere grid. I'm gonna show you the nodes that I'm likely to get all of them, and then we'll just cut out all the stuff in between. And then I'll make notes of specific things of interest, like we just learned the ability to provoke and delay attack. Those are the only kind of key ones, and there was a point of strength here. Lulu's going to be running down here and taking care of all of these ones, including these two magic nodes down here. So, okay, and Lulu mainly just learned stat nodes. She learned some magic defense and a couple of points of magic, as well as some rare agility for her. Do note that there's a level 1 key lock here, and behind there is HP and a bunch of defense, and she doesn't get a lot of defense throughout the game, so I'm gonna wait. I already have one, and I'm about to get a few more level 1 key lock spheres, but we'll talk about that when we actually get there. Orin's is pretty easy because you can kind of see most of what we can do. We can get all the way to that strength node, and everything else along the way is HP, save for this one ability here, which is guard, which we'll pretty much never use, and a little bit of MP. Okay, so I made a side trip there to get the extract power ability. You probably don't need that one, as I've already maxed out my power nodes there, or my power spheres. Those ones. Well, I was close to anyway, but because I did that, I ended up missing out on the strength, but that's not a big deal, though we'll be able to get that soon, and I'll want to rush to put those in. With Kamari here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up here, I'm going to get these ones, like here, and then we're going to head down here and get those ones coming down out this way, and so yeah, there's a good spot. Well, I didn't get very far on that one because I had to go all the way in and then backtrack out. But yeah, we'll be heading down here to get more strength as soon as we can. We got 3 strength points there. Nothing else particular of note. Here, we're going to go around. We're going to pick up life, some HP, the prey ability, which isn't particularly useful, and then we're going to head down here. Do note that there is this level 1 lock, and behind there is HP, agility, strength, and more HP, and we definitely want to pick those up, even though she doesn't really need the strength, but the abilities, the stats, will pass over to her Aeons, and so the more strength we get for her, the better her Aeons will be, so we definitely want to get that one. Okay, so yeah, we got the HP, we got the ability life, we got the ability prey, and we're down here now. Waka, we picked up extractability last time. This time, we're going to pick up the strength, the aim ability, a little more stats here and there. Nothing overall too major. Okay, now, there's one thing of note, is I did get the strength sphere from the Blitzball tournament. Now, I could give this to Waka, and he would benefit a lot from it now, but later on, he gets more strength than Titus does, and Titus is going to be doing a lot of the killing going forward, but not so much now, but I definitely want him to be able to do that later in the game. So I want to give more to Titus, more so than Waka. It's really a coin flip. You could do either one, but anyway. Aim, we'll go over what the abilities do later if I need to use any of them. And there we go. And as you can see, our stats have gone up quite a bit. We've doubled our HP in some situations. So we want to hit the save point again and make a save file there. Probably don't need a whole new one, but that's fine too. And yeah, let's talk to Maker.
Shops are all over Spira. They are quite convenient when you're on the road.
Well, who's Rin?
Mr. Rin's shops.
Okay, you don't say anything else. What's Lulu have to say?
This might be the last time we can rest like this.
No.
I've heard that the proprietor, Mr. Rin, is in Albed. but I was very relieved to find that he keeps nothing sacrilegious here.
Oh? Sure, if you say so. Welcome to Rin's Travel Agency. What do you have to buy? Garbage, 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 garbage. Pretty much all garbage. You could get that for Orin. Give him a little more damage. Doesn't cost all that much, sure. We'll equip him with that. And we don't really need the extra magic defense, and I don't think anyone else can benefit from any of these abilities, so that's pretty much all there is there. What can I buy from you item-wise? You can buy a map. Now, that doesn't really matter right now, but we'll pick up a few of those for later. I will explain what we're going to do with them later, too. We're pretty much good on those. We already got a room. I believe all we have to do now is try and leave.
Whoa. Check it out.
Awesome.
That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle.
Now, remember this scene
What you up to?
at the end of the game. Not that that tells you anything of a spoiler about it, just remember it. Just keep it in mind.
Pretty.
They'll reference back to it.
Sure
That's all.
is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
You can, once you beat Sin, right?
Sounds like that would be a good idea.
But then, a new sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Hey, you can. Trust me. You are the best summoner out there.
Good pep talk.
Yuna, why does Sin always come back?
Sin is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
Hence
How
why
do
it's
we do
called
that?
sin. Guess that makes sense.
What did we do that was so bad in the first place?
Yeah.
Ah. Was it using lots of Machina or something? Oh. Wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's funny. Ever since I was young, I never questioned it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know.
Now, I mentioned to
There
somebody
are so many things I don't know.
in the comments
Well,
about
then we're the same.
the growth of Titus as a character.
Such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
You're a douche. And,
That's not very nice, you know.
probably not. He is a bit of a douche. But, yeah, so I talked to someone in the comments about it, and my kind of point is, I don't find Titus grows as much as a character as he influences change in
You know,
other people as characters. And this is kind of our first
During a game,
recognition of that.
You have to think of Blitz and nothing else, you know?
Okay.
Some of the lines just get delivered so fast because of the compression on the voices. It's really irritating, and I
You
wish
can't think,
they had
that's a
fixed
cute
that
girl
in
on
the
fifth
HD
seat
version.
from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're gonna go on that date, because the minute you do, that's when you lose. You
Is that
see,
so?
Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
Yeah, one goal at a time, I guess.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning.
What exactly
It's
is
the
that?
only way to defeat sin. The only way. With it, we can call the final Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage.
Okay. So we go get the Super
the fate
Aeon,
of the
and
final
that
summoning
wins.
lies waiting in the far north to greet summoners that complete their pilgrimage.
Okay.
At the world's edge in Xanarkand.
Oh.
In
Intriguing.
Xanarkand?
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
I guess so. You watching the sunset too, Orin? Or are you just laughing at the kids who are awkwardly flirting?
You sure it's ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You'll see it for yourself soon enough.
Soon enough.
Yuna, come back inside.
No. We're nowhere close to that point, Orin. This is a long game. There's a lot of cutscenes in this game and a lot of battles.
You will go with us.
And
to
far too
Xanarkand?
many minigames.
Yeah. I'll go.
See, he's not a horrible voice
I'll go
actor.
to Xanarkand. To see it with my own eyes.
He does deliver some lines reasonably well. It's just some lines are delivered horribly. The voice acting in this game is really hit and miss, and it's definitely more miss than hit. But there are little glimpses of, you know, some well-delivered lines.
I knew it couldn't be my Xanarkand. But I had to make sure.
There's always that hope in the back of your mind. So we went into the inn. We had a nap. We got up at sunset. We talked. We had another nap. Okay. Hello. This is Rop. Rop is badass. So let's sign Rop. Rop is one of the best blitzball defense guys you can get in the entire game, in my opinion, and he'll be on my team from the first game I play to the last one I play. He's that good. Again, we can get rid of some of the weaker guys here. No, we want to keep Biggs. We want to keep Letty as a possible substitute, and we'll get rid of you. Sure, why not? Alright, now that we've done that, we can try and approach out here. And we get a nice level 1 keister from this guy. Yeah, sure. I don't need to go take a look at that. Basically, that's this thing. Tutorials, how to use the sphere grid, how to use logs, fiend info. If you click it, you get forced into a battle. I don't need to do that. Okay. And I believe... Yeah, this is what I was expecting to happen last time I walked up.
Sorry?
What?
Ah, forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in El Bed.
Oh, you're in Albed.
He's a sharp
I
one.
am Rin, owner of this establishment.
Ah, hello, Rin.
Hela Dusadwi. It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Helly do sad we to you too.
I'd make
If
fun
you
of
are
him, but I'd probably
interested,
sound like a fool trying to say that
El
stuff
Bed
too.
primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be fun.
It's also rewarding.
Here, let me give you one in commemoration of our meeting.
You do get some items for
Although
it.
you might want to be careful where you speak our language.
Ah, we get Albed Primer number 8, so that's the 8th one. I haven't
hear
missed one
Albed
yet.
aren't
so
liked much.
That's good.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Adeki Krisa.
I can't remember what that means, but...
Someone help!
The Chocobos! Oh no, somebody
That's our cue.
please think
Let's
of the
go.
Chocobos!
Huh?
Oh, thank you for your help. Please, use this.
Now, I've heard the video on YouTube someone made, and they basically traced every bad thing happening in the Final Fantasy X and X-2 universe to Rin. And I don't agree with it. You know, like, there are some of these theories that I like. You know, the Squall is dead theory. Awesome. It actually is well-reasoned. It makes a lot of sense. But this one, I don't quite buy it. It's an interesting watch, but yeah, other than that, I wouldn't worry too much. Now, let's go over our equipment setup really quick. You don't have anything better to put on. I got that Shimmering Blade. I got the Alert Bracer and the Serene Bracer as just random drops from enemies. Doesn't really matter. Sleep Ward will be more useful in the area we're in because people can cast sleep on us. We're still going to sleep with the red armlet. Still want that. There's the Echo Ring we got. It has HP plus 10 and Silence Ward, so 50% resistance to silence. Red Ring we got from one of the NPCs. Gives us protection from fire and HP. And I happen to get a rare Fireball drop, so that will be quite helpful going forward here, especially in the upcoming fight. And you want the Slow Touch weapon on you. And sure, we can leave that on him because I don't have anything better. Now, formation, we want Titus and Waka. Who else do I want? Do I want Orn? Yeah, I probably want Orn in there. That'll be good. Now, this fight can go really well or
To the
really
Chocobo Corral.
badly. To the corral? Where's the corral? I don't know what a corral is, to be quite honest. I believe you just go back, right? Or do you go forward? Maybe you go forward. It's one of the two. It's not a corral, it's an open field. But sure, maybe that's a corral. I don't know. Hey, look at the Chocobos running away. Holy shit. Hello? Lunch. I'm always going to think back to that image I seen online years ago. Kentucky Fried Chocobo. Gotta love it. You do know that if Chocobos were real, we would have Kentucky Fried Chocobo, and we would all love it. Okay, first things first. Haste on Titus. We want to get a number of status effects on this guy, and it's very much a luck-based fight because his attack pattern is based off of a percentage. He has a percentage chance to do A, B, or C in pretty much every turn in the fight. So what we want to do is we want to inflict Darkness, Power Break, and unfortunately nobody has Sensor, and we also want to get Slow on him. So I'm going to bring in Yuna just to double check which things actually hit. Power Break, Darkness, and Slow. All of them. Excellent. He's got a decent amount of HP. Yuna can come in and she can guard for a moment. So yeah, the way this fight works is you either
we're to be pushed off a cliff.
get pushed back or you push him back. Let's see here. We're going to attack you with the Fireball, and that doesn't do nearly as much damage as I was expecting it to. And we're going to use Kamari, and we'll actually use the Fire Breath ability. Why not? He's weak to fire. And you want to do, I think it's 1,201 damage or something like that in order to get him to fall on his back. And then you need to deal 500 damage, and then we'll push him back. And the idea is to get this done before you can, or, you know, in short amount of time. You definitely need to haste Lulu for this fight. When he's like that, I think he can bounce blizzard spells off of himself, but I wouldn't really worry about it. It's not all that bad to worry about there. Let's bring in Kamari, since Kamari has the highest amount of base damage there, and you do want piercing weapons against this guy. And yeah, so we'll bring Orn in for a quick sec here, just because I don't need to deal all that mad damage. You don't want to deal too much damage to him, because if you deplete its HP instead of pushing it off the edge, you won't get the same kind of rewards. And I'll talk about that in a moment. So we're going to haste you. And then we're going to haste you. You, and then we're going to bring Lulu back in, since she's going to deal a huge chunk of the damage here with her fire spell. And that's on its back again. And there's enough to push it back again. If you know the pattern, the fight gets drastically easier than if you don't know the pattern. And the other thing that makes this fight a lot more tolerable, haste. Haste makes this fight easy. And it's kind of ridiculous because otherwise this fight's actually quite hard. But yeah, as you can see, pretty easy this way. Doesn't really matter all that much. We can take him down pretty easy. He's on his back again. I just need to deal 500 more damage, and we'll be able to knock him off. I guess the fireball wasn't as useful as I thought it was. So let's bring in you, because I don't know if you got a turn. Waka did get a turn. He inflict darkness. Titus got many turns. Actually, we can just have Lulu deal the final blow here. There we go. Now, what'll happen here is he'll... Awesome. I love the comedy aspect. Now, this boss is great for a few things, because you can actually get some really powerful weapons from him if you're really lucky. And I didn't. But if you knock him off the edge, you get 2 level 1 key spheres. If you defeat him by depleting his HP, whether you got, what's the word I'm looking for? If you got an overkill or not, doesn't matter. I think you only get either 1 key sphere or none at all. But the equipment that they can drop has either strength plus 10% sometimes, or it'll have magic plus 10%. So if you can get a magic plus 10% weapon for Lulu, that would be awesome. In fact, I'll probably retry the fight once or twice, see if I can get it, if I get really lucky, or
Have
maybe
you an interest in renting some chocobos?
a strength plus 10 weapon for
As a
Orn, if
token
that's
of our
not one.
gratitude, the first time is free of charge.
Oh,
Please,
well, isn't that nice?
ask the attendant if you wish to rent.
Thank you so much for saving the Chocobos.
Okay, so let's take a look at that katana there. If I happen to have gotten lucky, no, it's just a basic katana. So yeah, I'm going to redo that fight once or twice and see if I can get either something for Orin or something for Lulu, because those are the two that are really kind of lacking in weapons like that, and they would really benefit from it. Titus is going to have other choices, like the slow touch weapon or some other weapons that he'll get later on. Waka would also do well to have one of those, though a lot of the time he's going to be using the elemental balls, and he's going to get a few more of them before too long anyway. So anyway, I'm going to try that, and we'll find out what I end up getting at the start of the next one. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.